Hello, lovely sponsors. I'm going to spare you my face because what's on the other side of the camera is actually much more important. And that is this. So I guess it's maybe similar to last year, but I don't know. I noticed a difference. It's much more mature looking. It just looks like it's been here forever. And this time of the year when the oxeye daisies are in full swing, it's just an amazing show. We've other things showing up here. We've got these pink ragged robins. Those yellow ones are bird's eye trefoil. There's some meadow clary or meadow sage over there as well. Should be more of them. They will pop up maybe a little bit later, and some over here as well. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. And the type of meadow that we want this to be is what they call here a mager wiesen, so kind of a thin meadow where the grass doesn't grow as thickly and there's more room for herbs and flowers to show. And I have to admit, I didn't expect this to look like a mager wiesen so quickly because it was a heavily worked and fertilized tillage field until 3 years ago when we sowed it. Um, but it's looking like it's been here forever. So I'm pretty happy with that. And listen, if I turn off the noise cancellation, yeah, crickets singing. There was one right beside me. It's quite windy today, so there's not as much flying around, but there's plenty of bees down at ground level. There were some moths flying around and butterflies, but I don't know if you can hear the wind at the moment, but I think you can be very proud, I hope, of what you've helped to achieve here because it's just bloody magnificent. It warms my heart, I have to say. This year I'm going to be a bit more strict with the mowing. So last year we mowed a little bit too late, so thistles were starting to seed and stuff. I'm keeping an eye on thistles, pulling them out, and probably at the end of June, the chap with the sheep will mow and make hay. You can make use of it, and we'll keep some bales aside to act as a seed source for the phase 2 orchard, which I might come back to later. The trees themselves are looking pretty good, actually. Some better than others, maybe in terms of the branching. But earlier this year, I capped all the trees to try and encourage them to branch a bit more. Pears like to go up straight if they can. And we haven't watered at all here, which is incredible because it's been extremely dry this year. We had a little bit of rain a few weeks ago, and that was the first time it rained in 6 weeks. But I think it's pretty much the same over most of Europe. There's only one tree, one on the right there, that's looking a bit sad, and that was planted this year. The rest of them are established enough after the first year, and last year was fantastic for them because there was lots of rain. They've established, they've got the roots bedded in, and it's only in extreme cases that they might need to be watered. Towards the end of last year, we also started hanging these things off the trees. Get it into frame. So these are to act as little hotels for earwigs because the earwigs are supposed to help with controlling greenfly and the like. Nothing has been, I don't think it's because of what we've done, but nothing has been attacked by insects or caterpillars up here this year, which is really good. But this is the number of each of the trees. And inside, that's John sponsored this tree, and that's a Bayerische Weinbirne. So each of the trees get a little earwig hotel that doubles as a label as well. Tree number 16, Hartbury Green. Oh, that's my brother Paul. He sponsored that as well. And the other Hartbury Green is over there, sponsored by Jim Chapman of the National Perry Pear Centre. Flaky bark, flaky bark. Thankfully looking well this year. Yeah, so the updates maybe aren't as frequent, but there's not much to say at the moment because they're just growing. So the next step is to maybe do some profiles of some of the individual trees. Now that I know that they're surviving, there's nothing going to drop out, I hope. We can then start doing profiles and getting things on the map because I know what's going to stay there. Yeah, good job.